8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This video is a proud presentation of MJ Broadcasting. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game.
Getting ready to set on a Monday night in Oshawa. It'll be the minor PWAA Toros back in action versus the Oshawa minor generals. This is a big game for the Toros. They could maybe make sure that Oshawa doesn't catch them in the standings if they can knock them off tonight. The goaltenders will be Drew Galton starting for the Toros. That's going back and behind the net for Pyfinch. Pyfinch tries to walk it out of front. Gonna take it behind the goal. Pyfinch getting pressured on there by Cameron Lyons. Has it behind the net. Trying to set it up in front. Gonna put the brakes on as they try and move it back to the line. Quick shot, tip, stopped there by Galton, and he'll hold on to it for a face-off. Another draw off to the left of Drew Galton. Face-off won by Oshawa, and it just rolls in for another draw. Face-off, off to the left of the goal. Back to the line, quick shot, tipped at the front. It's gonna go wide of the net. Howard trying to pick up the loose puck. What a late pass for Connor Cole trying to get in there. Cole picking up the loose puck, gets into the zone. Tried to throw it at the net. Got stopped there with a blocker hand, stays in the Oshawa end as they move it up through center. Knocked down by Davidson in his own end. Connor Cole trips it up. Aiden Howard trying to get it away, puts it into the corner. Over to the other side, out of the reach and picked up there by Maddox, who sweeps it in. Jackman trying to get it on the blue line. Logan Jackman turns it over in the zone, tried to pick it up again, and a quick shot up through center. Here they come, starting it out. They pass for Santos, is in his feet. Connor Cole digging away at the loose puck. And that was Santos that got taken down there by Aiden Howard. Goes back into the Oshawa end. Right back behind the goal. Try to keep it in. Nice play there by Rusler. Nice play by Parker Rusler. There's Sabrizzi to put it in. Back and behind the net. Rusler trying to hold on to it as it comes around the board. Setting it up in front. Rusler trying to fire it around. Rusler dumps it down the ice. No icing on the call. It goes back in behind the Oshawa net. They try and dig up free out of the corner. Player down there as they're battling away at it. Nope. Dumped down the ice. They'll be in behind the goal. Coming around there as they try and dump it out. Right back in behind the net. Starting it up out of the zone. Yeah. Dump back in behind the net. Davidson trying to go with the puck. This is down low for Hannon. Sear dumps it behind the net. Right back behind the goal. Taylor tries to pick it up. With a late pass for Hannon. Trent Taylor picks it up, dumps it down the ice. As it goes back in behind the goal. Stuck in behind the net. They try and set it up for Aiden Howard with a shot. Getting blocked out in front. And Face off, getting one there in the zone. Just right behind the net, trying to set it up in front. The shot got blocked out in front of the goal. Using the board to dump it up there for Ford. Goes past the arrow down the ice. The late pass up through center. Over to the other side. One over the stick there. Face off. Getting one there in the zone. It's back behind the net. Gonna get kept in there by Chung. For Michael as he rings it around there for Davidson was out of his reach. Sabuzzi trying to get to the loose puck. Michael will take it back in his own end. As he goes for the late pass over the stick. Kevin Ryan lost it to the pipe inch. And now the opportunity to try and turn and fire. Back to the line. Nice play by Sabuzzi to knock him off the puck. And it gets picked up by Chung in his own end. Chung around the check with a pass for pipe inch. Broken up. Chung still digging away at it from the blue line. It's back in behind the net. Moving it up through center. Cameron Ryan tried to chip it into the zone for Sabuzzi. Sabuzzi will dump it behind the net. It's in behind the goal for Davidson. Back in behind the goal goes Menko to pick it up. Thomas Menko to the pass the other side. Pro trying to chip it out. Up into the zone, they come with a quick shot. That's going to triple out of the net. Davidson trying to move it up there for Hannon. Turned over there to Waddell, who turns with a shot. That'll go in there for Galton, who makes a stop. Back in behind the net. Picked up there by Ford. Gage Ford. Coming up into the zone. He's going to lose the puck. Put it behind the net. Trying to set it up in front. That went wide of the goal. Let's play to put it back in behind the zone net. Going to try to fire it around. Jackman knocks it down. Moving it up through center. Over to the other side for Ford. That's going to get picked up there in their own end. There comes Shallow. Shallow takes it wide and behind the net. They tries to kick it in there. He gets taken into the boards back in behind the goal. Jackman tried to chip it out. Logan Jackman to the other side for Aiden Howard as he picks it up. Howard with a quick shot. That's going to go one wide. Jackman trying to pick up the loose puck. One over the stick and down the ice. Drew Galton in his own end is going to clear it aside. Picked off there by Davidson in his own end. Davidson fires it down the ice and it'll go down for icing. This draw is coming off to the right of the goal. Going back in behind the net. Step back to the line. Cameron Ryan in behind the net. Gonna fire it around there for Sabuzzi. Benjamin Sabuzzi tried to get it up there for Rusler. Rusler's gonna backhand it down low. Davidson will take it back in his own end. Rusler picks it up in his own zone, fires it down the ice. Rusler's going to pick that one off as he tried to get into the zone. Oshawa back up their center. High fence lost the puck to Sabuzzi, who comes in with a quick shot. He's going to dribble in for a face-off. He's going to play the puck in behind the goal instead of taking the draw. Toros trying to make him pay, goes down the ice. Menko will pick it up in his own end. Thomas Menko over the other side for Ford. Gage Ford for Jack Cannon was out of his reach, and it tried to get picked up there by Ellis. Touched down by Trent Taylor. As they move it up there, Hannon cut off his stick. They try and get away with Ford. Gage Ford for Jack Cannon, trying to battle away at it. Waddell will dump it into the corner as it goes back in behind the net. Menko will fire it around as they try and find Gage Ford behind the net for Hannon to sweep it away. Chung picks it up in his own end. Chung dumps it down. That should have been outside, but stays outside. 1-on-1 against Golden. Rings it off the post. Big opportunity there for Oshawa, and that'll do it for period number 1. Face off to start period number 2. Getting one there by the Toros back in their own end. Davidson fires it around. That's going past Shallow. As they're tipping it in with Connor Cole back in behind the net. Trying to tip it out. Tapped in there by Davidson from the line. There's Davidson with some nice moves. Fires it at the net. That goes high and wide. Just over the goal. Back out through center. Late pass getting in there for Shallow as they try to get away. Got a pass here. Dumps it down the ice. And behind the goal goes Connor Sear. Getting pressured on and behind the net. Turned over to Shallow as he tries to walk it out of front. Shallow back to the line, over the sticks, and kept in there by Gallant, who fires it into the Toros corner. Just starting period number 2, nothing here. One of the better chances there for Oshawa came at the end of the second period when they hit the goal post out in front. Jock coming up to the left of the goal. Getting one there by Oshawa and swept in wide of the net. They've got a man sitting in front to try for the pass in front of the goal, but it got broken up there nicely by the Toros forward, who tries to chip it out. Picked up there by Rusler. As they laid it up there for Sabrizi coming up into the zone. That's Sabrizi with some nice moves. Fires it past Vieira. Back in behind the net. Back to the line for Maddox. Ethan Maddox a shot. Got blocked out in front. Nice block there by Durham, who tries to get to the loose puck. But Durham lost it there to forward, who takes it back in his own end with a late pass. Cameron Ryan over his stick and pitched back in there by Vieira. Going past everybody right over there to the side. Sabrizi picking it up, trying to get it past Wood Harmon, and he will. Dump it in behind the net. That goes Vieira to pick it up, but Cameron Ryan chipped it away from him. Back in behind the net as they started up around the boards. Here comes the opportunity to go with it. Ellis to the other side as they lead it in. Turned over there to Perot. Nicholas Perot comes in, dumps it down the ice into the corner. Taylor trying to turn the brakes on. Jack Cannon back down low for Taylor. Tries to walk it out of front. Had to get away from number 19, Leslie, in behind the goal. What a late pass up there for Waddell. Waddell in the zone just fires it in. Stopped there by Galton, and he'll freeze it in his paint. Haslam will take the draw. Picking it up through center for Hannon. Jack Cannon trying to sweep it down. That's going to go down the ice. And goes down for icing. Haslam wins the draw. Going back to the line. Rolls in wide of Galton in behind the net. Trying to chip it out. Waddell was in there for Oshawa. Trying to dig it free. Went back to the line there for number 84. Trying to get a shot through to the net. Back up the other way. Nice play to dump it into the corner. Hannon trying to be the first one on the puck. Back behind the goal. Ring it around. Picked up there by Waddell. Waddell taken into the boards there by Taylor as he digs away at it. Ted Taylor along with Haslam and Ellis digging away at the loose puck. Waddell comes up with it. Chips it down the ice. Goes off on the line change as it goes back in behind the Toros net for Sear. Connor Sear rings it around. And it gets picked up by Hannon. Coming up into the zone. It's 3-on-1. Odds are against him. He dumps it down the ice into the Oshawa corner. Cornilo dumps it down the ice, and it's going to be offside. Connor Cole to take the big offensive draw. Getting ready for the referee to join the play. One there by the Toros. Jackman back down low. Logan Jackman lost his Maddox. Aiden Howard tried to go with it. Picked up there by Santos coming in the zone with some nice moves. Santos in. Shot right past. Stop there from Golden with a huge save. Coming back the other way comes Cole along with Jackman. Couldn't get around the check. A nice defensive play there by Gallant. As it goes back in behind the right in the Toro zone. Jackman uses the boards. Wilson moves it to the other side for Gallant. That pass from Simpson will hit a man. Kicked aside and picked up there by the goaltender. Holds it for a face-off. A draw that's coming off to the left of the Oshawa goal. Getting one. Aiden Howard, quick shot. Left pass save. Had to be quick to react to that one and made a big stop. Tapped in there by Maddox with a shot. That doesn't make its way to his screen. Jackman digging away at it. Taking his shot. That got blocked out in front by Ellis. As he tries to get away, but Davidson knocks him off his feet. Late pass for Ellis again. Ellis trying to get into the zone. Jackman pokes him off the puck. As Oshawa are digging at it. Keeping it in the zone is Durham. Durham trying to walk it out of front. Lost it there to the Toros. As they started up through center comes Jackman dumping it in. Right in on goal. Back in behind the Oshawa net. Durham from his own end. The pass got broken up. Over to the other side. Cornelia back to the other side as they lit up with Wood Harmon. Wood Harmon with some nice moves. Couldn't get around Sabrizi as it goes into the zone. Ford goes for that late pass. It was intended for Rizzler but broken up. Cameron Ryan on it. Dumps it into the right corner of Oshawa. Sabrizi taken into the boards by Wood Harmon. Trying to walk it out of front. Sabrizi. Pass got picked off and brought back the other way. Comes Waddell going up there with Haslam. He's going to take it wide. Take it behind the goal. Waddell setting it out in front. Haslam was the intended pass, but it got broken up out in front. Trying to swing it away. Haslam gets a loose puck. Haslam a shot. That's going to roll in wide to the right post. Into the corner. That's going past the defenseman down the ice. And not going to... They will have enough juice to go for an icing call. Still tied at nothing here at the campus arena between the Toros and Oshawa. As mentioned at the top, this is a big game for the Toros. If they can pick up a victory over Oshawa, they know that Oshawa can't pass them in the standings. This will be a face-off coming off to the left of the goal. Face-off got one there by Oshawa. Dumps it into the corner. Taylor trying to chip it out. Getting it up there over the stick of Perot. Cornelio kept it in. Cornelio fired it into the corner, but the Toros are on it. Trying to walk it out of front. He's got a man sitting there. Cornelio from the line. Shot. Blocked. Rebound out of front. Taken wide of the net. As that was number 11 Simpson out of front that couldn't sweep it in. Cornelio with the pass to the other side. Santos tried to dump it into the zone. Simpson is going into the corner for the loose puck. Throwing it at the net. It got blocked out in front of the goal. Perot trying to keep it in. Cornelio shot. Tipped out in front. It's going to roll right into Galton for another face-off. Now Leslie's going to take the offensive draw here for Oshawa. Versus Connor Cole. One there by Cole. He tries to get it out. Nice play by Leslie to hold it in. Chipping it up there for Aiden Howard. He'll chip it down the ice. This is going to be the first penalty coming up. It's going to go for tripping. And it's going to go to Oshawa. So the Toros get to enjoy the first power play of the game here in the second period. A draw that's coming off to the right of the goal. Cole trying to win it. Gets swept down the ice. It's going to roll right in for Galton to make the stop. Steer it aside and behind his own net. Ford trying to start this power play out. Stage 4 with a lead pass. It's going to get broken up with the one over the stick. And went past Vieira down the ice. No icing on the call. Goes back in behind the net. Trying to walk it out of front on the wraparound. Howard setting up Cole. Connor Cole from the face-off circle. Gets it back to the line for Ford. Moving it around with Cole. Aiden Howard trying to throw it out of front. Back to the line for Sear. Connor Sear shot. Tipped it in front. Going wide of the net. On a wraparound out in front of the goal comes Howard. Aiden Howard back to the line for Cole. As they move it around. Aiden Howard setting it up in front. Over the stick and picked off. Down the ice it goes. Right here at center. And there's Ford to pick it up. Overskated the puck as Pipinch was on top of him. Jackman on the other side. Connor Cole on the loose puck. Trying to let his shot go. Nice block there by Leslie. Kept in there by Connor Cole. He used it for Howard. Tipped at the front by Jackman, but it doesn't make its way to the net. Howard couldn't keep it in. This could be an opportunity coming back the other way with Leslie. Leslie trying to get around Ford. Tips it into the corner. Back around the net it goes, picked up there by Sear as he tries to lead it in. The pass goes to the other side for Jackman. Look at Jackman with a late pass, picked up there by Cole. He dumps it into the Oshawa corner, back and behind the net goes Ellis. Ellis bad one to give it to a shot. Stop there, big stop out in front of the net. And then some extra pushing and shoving out in front of the net as Risley was right in the middle of that for the Toros. We'll get another face-off here up to the left of the Oshawa net. Cameron Ryan trying to get it out. Tapped in by Davidson. Davidson moves it to the other side. Menko, shot. Oh, just missing that. Just missed off that glove hand side. Rebound out of front. Just over the stick. And back up the other way they come. Left by Waddell. Waddell will roll it in. Gets stopped by Golden. And it had to be surprised that in front. Drew Golden had to be careful with that one. Just a roller in on that. But Waddell was in there looking for his rebound out in front of the net. So it'll be another draw that's coming off to the left of the Toros goal. Golden getting set. Face-off got one there in their own end by Ryan. Back through Menko, who chips it around. Trying to chip it up through center. Comes to Breezy. That's Breezy. Dumps it in. Over the stick there. Trying to swat away at it. Rusler tries for a shot. That got blocked there by Gallant. Gallant's going down the ice. Picked up there by Davidson. Just back in their own end. Shallow tried to move it up. Late pass. There's Simpson trying to take the pass. Simpson might be off to the races if he gets to the loose puck. Simpson goes into the corner. Take it in there. In behind the net. The battle there. Trying to get the loose puck free. Oshawa come away with it. And try and throw it out in front. Got taken off his feet there by Taylor. Battling away at it as they try and throw it out in front of the goal. Back to the line for Wilson. Wilson winding up. That gets blocked. Trying to stuff it in from the side, from the slot area. That didn't make its way to the net. Lead pass for Santos out in front, got broken up by Taylor. And he'll lead it up, but turn it over to number 11, Simpson. Back up the other way they come. Gallant will take it back there. Take his patience in behind the goal. Gallant starting it from his own end here. Gets around Hannon. Dropped it there as they try and stuff it out in front. There's Santos trying for a shot. Santos is in and he scores. Santos was able to sweep it past the left pad of Golden to make it 1-0. Face-off got one there by Oshawa. Late pass for Durham. Trying to get into the zone. Couldn't get around Sear. Getting it up there for Taylor. Pro trying to get in the zone. Got up there with Taylor. Pro back down low for Trent Taylor. Trying to win that battle in the corner. Hannon has it. Jack Hannon throwing it in front. Nobody was there. Throwing it out again. That one hit the back of the net. Hannon will move it back there for Steer. Trying to wind up with a shot. Rolling in on net. And it's an easy stop there. And held on for another face-off. Draw this off to the left of the goal. Steer's going to sweep it behind the net. Pro trying to wind up. Sets it up in front. Nobody was there. Waddell trying to get away with it. Ford was able to regroup himself. Dump it back in. Ellis with a chip pass for Haslam. Waddell will pick it up in his own end. Try and get around Ford. Pushes it in behind the net goes Waddell. The battle there in the loose puck. Trying to sweep it at the goal. Knocked down by Sear in his own end. Over there for Pro as he tries to chip it out. Fires it off the boards. They're going to get around Cornelia now. That's Trent Taylor's job. He'll use it off the boards in behind the net. Cornelia will pick it up, backhand it around. Getting picked up there by Davidson on the other side. Pro. Lost the puck. They started up through center again. Fired off the boards past Waddell. They'll go back behind the net. Try to fire it around for Jackman. Logan Jackman's lead pass broken off. Nice play by Waddell, but it got blocked out of front before he could take his slapper at the net. Davidson with a nice play. Took the body in behind the goal. Perot trying to chip it out. Kept in by Cornelia. Cornelia's shot got blocked out in front. Kept in again by Chung. Chung will sweep it back in behind the Toros net. As it comes around there for Perot. Trying to chip it out. Toros trying to find a little bit of momentum. Trail this one 1-0 on the goal by Santos here in the second. Big face off in the Toros end. Trying to chip it around there for Jackman. Over Jackman couldn't get it out. Wilson a shot tip. Rolled in just wide. Nice tip at the front, I believe. Wilson up there for Simpson as he tips it in. Comes the opportunity to go with Shallow. He takes his man into the board. Right back behind the net. Shallow tries to walk it out in front. Nobody on him. Stopped there with the right pad of Golden as he stopped Shallow on that opportunity. Howard breaking it in with a shot. Dumps it in. Oshawa knocked it down, but it's going to be a interference penalty coming up here. It is going to go to Oshawa, so it'll be a Toros power play, and it'll be the goal scorer, Santos, that's going to the box. Trying to win that draw off to the right of the goal. Face-off getting one there. Cameron Ryan tried to chip it off the boards. That goes down the ice. Right in behind the goal. Forward. It's going to go back behind the net. Takes it behind the goal with a late pass. As they're trying to lead it in. Late pass for Cameron Ryan. Trying to start it in with a quick shot. Drops it off for Connor Cole with a shot. Caught there. Nice catch to keep it out. I believe that's Belmonte. And net for Oshawa, and that was a nice stop to keep this one at 1-0. Winning that draw easily. Back to the line over the stick of Sear. Gage forward, back in his own end. Over there for Sabrizi as he tried to take it from the blue line. Over there for Cameron Ryan again. Cameron Ryan is offside. Now another draw over there at the Toros bench, getting one by Sabrizi. Trying to chip it past Shallow, knocked down by Chung. Here comes Shallow short-handed. Back up the other way. Shallow a shot. Headed man out in front. Nice block out in front of the net by Davidson. Takes it back behind the net. Davidson's late pass. Going over everybody. Picked up in their own end and fired right back down the ice. It's back behind the goal. He passed for Perot. Chips it to the other side. Here comes Sabrizi in the zone. Sabrizi with Jackman. Tried to let it go. Sabrizi a shot. That's going wide of the net. And now Cornelia gets to clear it out. Simpson will fire it down the ice. Golden's going to leave it behind the goal. That'll do it for period number 2. Toros trail this one 1-0 after 2 periods of play. Cameron Ryan wins the draw to start period number 3. Davidson tries to get to the loose puck. He's going to fire it off the boards up there for Rizzler. Over his stick. Simpson tried to get in. That's going to get fired down the ice. Right back into the Toros corner. In behind the net. Simpson. That comes around the boards. Trying to win it there with Sear. Back in behind the net it goes. Cameron Ryan rings it around the boards. Oshawa trying to get it out. Cameron Ryan trying to hold on to Leslie. And there's Parker Rizzler on the loose puck. Up there for Sabrizi, and he'll chip it deeper into the Oshawa end. Back in behind the Oshawa net. They go for a late pass over the stick. Waddell trying to get in there. Waddell with a 2-on-1 with Ellis. Takes it behind the goal. He ran out of room. Ellis trying to get into the zone. Taken into the boards there by Davidson and behind the net. They try to walk it out of front. Off to the right. And back to the line for Wilson with a shot. That's going to go wide. Bounce out of front. Galton steers it aside and behind the net. Sear trying to get it past Haslam. Gets it there for Saprizi as they try and find a lane. He dumps it right back in behind his own net. Davidson with a lead pass over Rusler. Picked up there by Gallant. And Gallant will bring it in on his own. Trying for a shot. Kicks Sear wide. And now he's going to lose the puck. Sear takes it back in his own end. With a lead pass, they try and move it out. Tapped in there by Waddell. Waddell, backhand in. Stopped it by Galton and he'll hold on to it. Taylor to take the draw off to the left of Galton. Cannon trying to get to the loose puck. Kept in by Vieira. Vieira trying to hold it in there. High Finch. Trying to sweep away with Gage Ford. Throwing at the net. Tipped in wide. Back in behind the goal goes for Durham. Durham loses it there for Taylor. Dumps it off the zone and picked up there in their own end. 3-on-2 back up the other way comes Leslie. Leslie going to take it behind the goal. Leslie getting guarded off there by Ford. Trying to tip it out there with Hannon. Jack Hannon starting it up. Got to get around Vieira. They'll chip it into the corner. Picked up there by the Toros as they tried to find Taylor at the front, but the intended pass was broken up. Taken back in behind the net. Oshawa with the lead pass. And over everybody. Going down the ice. Picked up there by Davidson. Davidson to the other side for Maddox. Hannon trying to get to the puck. Dumps it down the ice. Back to retrieve it goes Chung. Vieira ringing it around. Trying to get it past Connor Cole. And they started up through center, knocked down by Davidson. Davidson picking it up, and Connor Cole is offside. Connor Cole takes the draw, wins it back to Davidson. Davidson up there for Aiden Howard, was over his stick. Trying to chip away at it now was Ellis. Davidson trying to chip it in there. Davidson away with Connor Cole. And Aiden Howard all the way digging away with Ellis, but Ellis is not giving up on that loose puck. Ellis posting it in the zone. Other side for Jackman, poked up there by Waddell. Jackman trying to get around Waddell. He chips it in, and it gets knocked down there by number 84, Cornelia. Goes back in behind the net. Aiden Howard trying to set things up. Trying to win that battle in the right corner. Connor Cole's digging away at it. And finally get a whistle for another face-off. The draw coming off to the right of Balmonte in the Oshawa end. Face-off won by the Toros. Back to Sear. The shot is going into the corner. Wilson will pick it up. Wilson moves it to the other side. Went over the stick. Tapped in by Sear. Goes slap it behind the net. Goes back to Wilson. Taken into the board. That'll be a penalty. Coming up here to the Toros on the head and behind the net. Actually, yeah, it is going to be a Toros penalty. Didn't know who was going to get it as Roosevelt had the puck. So now the Toros have got to go to work short-handed, down 1-0 on the only goal by Santos in the second period. Cameron Ryan dumps it down the ice. Back goes Wood Harmon in his own zone to pick it up. Wood Harmon tried to fire it around the boards. Drops it back to the line as Oshawa started at their own end, picked up there by Pro and Taylor. Trent Taylor shot, hit a defenseman at the front and goes high and wide into the netting at a play. Draw that's coming off to the left of Damani. Connor Cole with it. Tried to walk it at the front. Takes it beyond the goal. Nobody there to take the puck. Oshawa will come away with a loose puck. Quick shot. Just in wide of the net. And now the opportunity for goal now is Waddell. He'll turn it over to Connor Sear in his own end, who dumps it in. Connor Cole gets away. 2-on-1, but the puck was too far ahead of him. And that'll go down the ice. Right in for icing. Connor Cole takes a big offensive draw. Try and win it back to the line. Cole picks it up. Quick shot. Got blocked out of front as he got taken down. Jackman tried to keep it in. Knocked down by Ford in his own end. He'll chip it back into the Oshawa zone for Pie Finch to dump it down the ice past Ford. and icing called. Draw off to the right of Belmonte. Trying to win that draw. Shallow. Try to win it, and it gets kicked away. Here they come up through center. Sierra Santos. Shot. Stop there. Nice stop there by Drew Golden as he stood tall to stop the shot from Santos. Make sure he couldn't get his second of the game right there. Back down low for Shallow. Shallow gets taken to the boards by Meko, but still comes away with the puck. Jackman will dump it down the ice. Cole trying to be on Vieira. It's back behind the net. Vieira with a lead pass as they started up through center with a lead pass. Lead into the zone from Santos. And Davison couldn't go with the puck as it goes down the ice. That'll do it for the penalty to Sabrizi as it goes behind the net. Toros have killed off a big Oshawa power play. Wood Harmon leads it in, got met there by Aiden Howard. Tried to tip it up there for Cameron Ryan. Cannon's going to the net as well. Cameron Ryan shot, left pad save as Belmonte kicked out the left pad to make the stop. Over there for Davidson. Davidson getting it up there for Cameron Ryan, trying to get in. Cameron Ryan got around Waddell, tried to get around Vieira as well. Takes it behind the goal with some nice moves, gets through it in Howard. Over there for Jack Cannon as he tried to do something with it, and he fanned on the puck. Coming back up the other way they come. Tries to hold him in behind the goal. Quick shot, that's going through the crease area. Howard with a lead pass, broken up there at the line. Nice play by Haslam. Cameron Ryan trying to pick it up. Fires it up there for Jack Cannon, but he was out of his reach. Toros can't get it out of their own end. Almost paid for it. Rusler tried to go away. Kept in there by Chung. And it's offside. Taylor to take that draw. Wins it there for Gage Ford. Ford trying to start the breakout. Dumps it down the ice. Right back in behind the goal. Goes Wilson to take it. Taylor takes him off his feet. Sabrizi tried to get away in the corner. Taylor digging away at it. Rusler's going to join in as well as they try and get that puck free. And we get a whistle. Draw in the Oshawa zone. To get taken by Taylor. A big offensive one there by Leslie back behind for Gallant. Almost turned over there in the zone. Coming back up the other way they come. Comes Durham with Pyfinch. Durham goes around the check. Nice play by Maddox to take him wide in behind the net. Taylor takes it behind the goal. His pass for Perot as he tries to pick it up. They're going to scoop it up there with Sabrizi. Sabrizi can't get around Gallant. Perot digging away at it. Gets it for Taylor, who's going to chip it on the backhand, back in behind the net. Scooping it up behind his goal goes Wilson. Wilson fires it around. That's going to get kept in by Maddox from the line. Ethan Maddox a shot, tipped at the front. Nobody there to tip it in at the front of the goal. Pyfinch uses the boards, fires a pass forward as it comes back in his own end. Nice move there by Ford. Finally lost it. Taylor on the loose puck. Taylor tips it up there for Sabrizi. Passes in his skates. And he still tries to get it. And backhand it deeper. Back in behind. Wood Harmon trying to get it in there. Jackman gets away with some nice moves. Finally stripped off his stick. Shallow trying to get away with some fancy stick handling over there at the penalty box area. Comes free to Connor Cole. Cole up there with Cameron Ryan. Got to get around Wood Harmon. Connor Cole in. Taking off his feet before he can shoot it. Jackman throwing it at the net. Got broken up. Jackman again. Shot. Tipped in front. They score! It hit the defenseman at the front. I believe that. Something at the front of the net. And it'll go to a 1-1. Toros get the bad break on the officiating there. Still 1-0. Ellis gets into the zone. Try and shake it off. Cameron Ryan gets into the zone. Shot. stop there with the left pad of Belmonte. Officiating again. Becomes a story. Ellis in. Fires it wide of the net. Davidson for Connor Cole. Trying to chip it up there for Cameron Ryan into the zone. Zone. Gets around Chung. Back in behind the net. Cameron Ryan trying to dig it out of the zone. Goes back in behind the net. Has to. Picked up there by Davidson, who's going to come in with a shot that goes into the corner. Aiden Howard will pick up the loose puck. Taken off his feet, and that'll be a penalty to Oshawa. Aiden Howard will take the draw just off to the left of the goal. And we're going to get a timeout. Connor Cole takes the draw, wins it back to the line for Sear. Ford trying to shoot it back down low. Pro trying to set it up, back to the line for Ford. To move it around there for Connor Sear, trying to shoot. Sear with his, I believe that's the second goal of the year. He had one in the Guelph tournament. And that was a bigger one right there. That one ties things up at 1. Late pass. Pricked up there by Sear. Tried to keep it in the zone. That was beyond the net for Ford. Maybe the Toros can take momentum on the power play goal by Sear. Late pass to Cameron Ryan. Dumped it down the ice. Picked up there by Wood Harmon. So apparently we had another end goal, and it was a high stick. So we're not going to... There's a good call by the referee, apparently. Over to the other side. Pass gets over the stick. Picked up there by Ford. Gage Ford is going to dump it down the ice. 3:16 left. We're tied here at 1. Santos in the second period. Sear here just moments ago has tied things up. Jackman. Picked up there by Wood Harmon. 3 minutes left to go. Wood Harmon. Jackman trying to keep it in there. Versus Simpson. Oshawa starting it back up the other way. It's a 3-on-3 break.
Push up.
Staying outside with a quick shot. Blocked. Still in there. Swept away. Opportunity to shoot it. Left pad stop there from Dalton with a big left pad stop. Sabrizi tried to chip it away. And he will. 3-on-2, but Sabrizi lost his footing. Taylor tried to get to the loose puck along with Sabrizi and dig it away. Santos, Simpson, and Shallow are digging away at it. Ford will take it back in his own end. Other side for Jackman. Logan Jackman in the zone. In over the blue line. Takes a shot. That's going to go wide. Take a carom out in front for Taylor. Back for Jackman again. Jackman's shot is going to go wide. That's going to go down the ice. And it's going to roll. Not enough for icing. Davidson back in his own end with a nice play. James Davidson to the other side, up to the right for Perot. Tried to chip it out with a nice high pass for Sabrizi. Trying to get away is Benjamin Sabrizi, along with Taylor. Taylor's shot is going wide. Davidson keeps it in. James Davidson back down low for Perot. Trying to set things up. They've got Taylor sitting out in front. Quick shot wide. Perot digging away at it. Backhand shot by Perot. Couldn't get it through to the net. All Toros trying to get the lead. Back to the line for Davidson. Davidson is going to backhand it back down low for Perot and behind the net. Nicholas Perot down low for Taylor as they try to back it in front. Right pass drop there from Belmonte as it goes behind the net for Taylor. Taylor is going to use his defense for Maddox. Right back down low and behind the net. They've got Perot sitting all on his own, but the pass couldn't make it to him. Taylor back to the line for Maddox with a shot. There's 2 players out in front of the net, Trent Taylor and Perot. I believe my guess is going to go with Perot tipping that one past Belmonte to make it 2-1. Sometimes you make mistakes as a broadcaster, and I've got to admit to one, that's not Belmonte and the Oshawa goal. We never really got that name. I thought it was, so I am going to apologize for that. With a late pass, Perot trying to get to the loose puck. I will take full blame for not getting the goaltender's name right. I should have had it before the game, and gotta learn from your mistakes. That goes behind the net. Gage forward, trying to move it up through center. Forward, we'll dump it down the ice. The goaltender's gone back to the bench. Wilson will pick it up in his own end.
Stick!
Player got taken down out of front. Backhand shot. And it's going to go wide of the net. Going to go wide. Picked up there through center. And it's a high stick. 10 seconds left to go in the game. Face off in the Oshawa end. They should better do it. 2 late goals by the Toros have got them with a 2-1 win with 4 seconds left. Sear tied things up. And I believe it was Pro that made it 2-1. And here we go. We have a little bit of rough stuff over there in the corner. As Connor Sear tried to get his man, but Oshawa's player is going to get kicked out. Back behind the Oshawa player got kicked out. So it'll be 4 seconds left. So he played He played 34 minutes and 56 seconds. Toros win that draw, and it's going down the ice. Toros come up with a big win victory.